who's in love and all of that stuff. But I think in terms of sitting down at 9 o'clock, I'm looking forward to watching Davide.
Have they been together from the beginning?
No, they haven't.
No.
Ekin-Su was a bombshell.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they were both bombshells.
Yes.
Yes,
they were both bombshells. But I feel like they're like divorced parents that are like that child's play, like pretending that they hate each other but they really want to get back together.
Yes.
Like, and I just love watching them interact. I love it.
We can
Absolutely
forget
that.
Dami and India, can't we?
See, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm just saying.
I
Just
love
saying. Just saying.
I love them
really?
too, though. I love them too.
But you're full of love. And look where it ended up with you.
Oh, Giles!
It's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh. But I mean, she put herself on the Love Island.
Yes.
Well, we'll come to that maybe in a moment.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Sorry, stay tuned because it
Savage.
actually could get quite dramatic.
I actually think that India and Dami, I thought they could be the runner-up.
Yeah.
I did. I just had this weird feeling in me, but like, I don't know what everybody.
Well, the people-
Who's this couple?
That's India and Dami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
This is
handsome fella,
this is
isn't
a
he?
whole education for us.
Yeah,
The
it is.
people in the villa obviously think they're the most compatible out of all the couples there.
Which is
so
interesting.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll tell you what. Let's take a look at the odds. All right, this is
Yeah.
what the odds are saying down at the bookies. So, David and Ellen.
It's Davide.
Davide.
He's Italian, and Ekin-Su, they are the
Basically,
favourite. They are the
the
favourites.
couple top left, they're 1 to 7. Then top right is 11 to 1. Bottom left is 12 to 1. Bottom right is 22 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
But I have thrown the this morning asparagus tips.
Right.
And they are
Psychic
tempting.
asparagus.
What is that? What is-
We predict everything. We predicted the Colleen Rooney, that trial.
All right, okay.
Got the result
Like
right. We got
trial.
last night's match right.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway,
He can tell you anything with
it
his
tells
asparagus.
Davide and Ekin-Su are going to win.
Right.
So let's move on.
Okay.
To maybe discuss the parents.
Yes, I was
Did
going
you
to say
watch that?
because
Parents-in-law.
that was this is so they do this big thing every year where they've obviously been away for how long is it again?
8
Amber, that you're in
weeks,
there for?
8
So
weeks.
it's about 8 weeks, a long time. And their parents then go in.
No,
like
they
the
don't.
final week, the parents go in and sort of have a little snoop around the villa. They meet up with their
Whilst the
child,
contestants are in
which
there.
they couldn't hug last night because of
No, it's
COVID, which
really
was
strange,
so
yeah.
unnatural, wasn't it? But then they get to meet their partner and their family. So basically, like a meet the parents
Yeah, it is,
day.
yeah.
And it was hilarious yesterday because Luca's mum told him off, didn't she?
Good, yeah.
She gave him a right,
Yes,
saying
she really
what
did.
he'd been saying and not been
I love
appropriate.
that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
was
that
here
she's
for
allowed
that.
to deal with you when you get home.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
Vicious.
Tasha's dad.
Oh my
he had
God,
a
I
lovely
love-
time.
Oh, he's our new hero, isn't he?
I love him.
Give him the
Absolute-
50K. Huh?
Oh, have we got a clip of it?
Yes,
One of them
let's show a
seen in
little
action.
clip of Tasha's dad.
You know, it's love when
Amazing.
two people are the other side of the villa and they're just having a little look and a little smile at each other and a lot of body contact and stuff. Not the body contact under the sheets, which we do need to talk about at some point.
Oh, no!
There's a famous salon. Yeah.
Look at the salon, like, chill.
You're joking? The salon's open 24/7. But what's your most memorable part of being in here, Andrew? Don't say Coco.
Absolutely not.
He's on Gogglebox.
He was brilliant.
He's been booked for Gogglebox.
He was coming out with these one-liners. It was almost like we felt like, on that plane on the way out, he was rehearsing them lines. He was,
Yeah,
he was like, what am I
absolutely,
going to say to him?
Well, it is. You can imagine watching our own children, and it was Andrew's antics under the sheet that was getting him a little bit worried.
Yeah.
So,
was he doing Rudy Doodies?
He was
There's
yeah.
a lot of that on the edge. Though one of the interesting things about the show, if you watch it, is it's not licensed to do anything you like. There are boundaries. And actually, it is a bit of a show. Did you find it was a growing-up experience in terms of relationships?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It was the most crazy experience I've ever done. And I remember when my parents came in, I got told off for swearing too much.
Did you? Classic.
Well, Grandma did say you swear a lot. I was like, I'm sorry. I was just being myself, But yeah, it's really strange.
Yeah.
And I also loved India's mum.
Oh.
She was grilling Dami.
Oh, she really was, wasn't she? She didn't
really
hold
grilling
back.
him. I love that. Did you not love that as well? I love
We've
that.
got a little clip here, look.
Obviously.
So basically, he apologised to her mum and he
Right.
said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and she sort of said, "Well, what are you sorry for?"
Yeah.
It was a real. Oh yeah, it was quite savage. I loved it though. That's what a mum should do.
Exactly,
right?
yeah, yeah.
It was nice seeing the dynamic with the children. I mean, I noticed Ekin-Su didn't seem to have a dad. He had a brother and
Yeah,
a
she
mum.
had a
Yes.
brother.
Which makes me think when the wedding happens, I'm looking now to the future, she might like a substitute dad to be there to give her away.
Are you ready?
I am ready. I'm willing. I've got the suit.
got his
I
jumper
want to
on.
walk her down the aisle.
Imagine the
Where-
speech.
Yes.
Speech, a special jumper, this with diamonds,
Amazing.
which she will be able to afford by then.
Yeah, that's correct. Amber, tell us.
Hang on, who's that guy there with the curly hair? is that the brother?
Oh, that was the brother.
That was
The brother, yeah, he's actually iconic.
Yes, he's cute too.
So Amber, obviously you have been there, done that, won it, got the T-shirt.
Yes.
What's that last day like? How will today feel? Because today is obviously a live show tonight. Because obviously what we normally see is all pre-rec stuff from the day before and whatever. So today is a live day. How does that look for you when you're in the villa?
So it's completely different from any other day that you've done before. You go out of the villa because they're like setting up the garden and stuff. We had like a live audience on the
Right.
finals, so you've got to leave.
In the villa.
In the villa, yeah. And so you leave that day, and it's kind of nice just being in a room and like you not being recorded. And it's like, oh, this kind of feels weird. Like it was really, really nice. And then you come back and you can sort of hear like cheering and stuff, and it's so strange because you've just been chilling in the garden for
No, the
2
garden
months,
is
yeah.
theatre.
Now the garden is like turned into
TV
this
set.
TV set, and it's absolutely mad. And I think that's when it really sinks in that you've been on TV.
So what do you do when you leave? What do you do? Are you getting glam? Are you?
You're
what
getting
is it?
glam. I think that was the first ever time that I got proper glam for the final. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, I've been doing my own hair and makeup the whole time. And now I've got people doing it for us. I was like, I love this.
Very.
Did you think
Yeah.
about the money? Because this is very interesting. And this, if you haven't been watching it, but this is the killer. They win £50,000, which is serious money.
Yeah.
Huge.
They can share it with their partner, their person they've teamed up with, or they can steal it.
Yeah.
And you shared it with Greg, didn't you?
No.
Oh.
So what happened was, right, and I think they
hang
should,
on.
right,
Yeah,
I think they should
move
change
in.
it, right? I think they should change it, right? So what happened is you've got 2 envelopes. One's got 0, one's got 50k
Yes.
in. And I picked the one with 0 in. He picked the one with 50k, so he could have shared it with me. However, I think they should do like golden balls. Remember when they used to like open it and it had split or steel on it?
And
So
decide.
that both people have got the options. Because thinking back now, I might have just thought about it because I did a 2-month shift in there and he did a week. And so I deserved it. Do you know what I mean? I
Yes.
deserved
But
it.
he
so I
did-
You did the
stole it.
groundwork,
Yeah,
Alba.
he did it all.
He did share it with you, didn't he?
did share it with
Which was
me,
a nice
yeah.
thing for him to do.
Well, yeah.
And then what went wrong? I mean, no, we're being candid here, because they didn't end up. They ended up together for a while.
We're talking about this, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
we're talking- No,
but
so
I
what?
know because you're ready to share. You're a Leo, aren't you?
I am.
Look at the appearance. So that means that she's very open. She's strong. She's open. She's come through it. Share. What
Right,
went
okay,
wrong?
so I didn't really know him. I didn't really know him. So he was only in for a week and then we won. And so you don't really know someone. I mean,
No.
obviously we spent a lot of
Wasn't
time
like the
together.
build-up with all of the
No,
other.
so I didn't really know him. So when we got out, we realised we're completely opposite, different kinds of people.
Well, that
And then-
can happen.
Of course it can
Yes.
happen.
Because-
You won that, girl.
But
You
let's
won it.
say, sometimes, to be positive, it does work. Alex and Olivia Bowen,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think they were in series 2.
Yeah.
They got married. They've got kids. I'm the
I
godfather.
think-
It's fantastic. It's
Yeah.
all worked out beautifully.
I think the runners-up tend to do better relationship-wise than
Is that
the
the
winners.
X Factor?
There's less
There you
pressure.
go.
Because there's no
X Factor.
spotlight on them.
No, not as much pressure.
Well, thank you very much. I know what I'm doing tonight at 9 o'clock.
What an insight. What an insight. Every time, I'll tell you what gets me about Love Island is every time I walk in watching my daughter watch it, is the eyelashes. Eyelashes on the girls are unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like, you know when you see someone put eyelashes on a Fiat 500? It's exactly the same. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness me.
There's a lot of lashes. There's a lot of glam.
lashes.
It's all the glam.
There's a lot of lashes. I'm looking forward to the Hunks in Trunks tomorrow. though.
Yes.
That'll be good.
So am I. I'm actually waxing specially for it.
I'm already there, Giles. I'm already there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Anyway, still to come, if you're feeling stressed about the long summer holiday,